You look at this picture, and you probably think power, freedom, majesty, right? I mean, the eagle is this incredible symbol of soaring above it all, being the master of your own destiny. It's really inspiring. Well, today, we're going to take that beautiful, inspiring idea and just completely shatter it. Come on, you can admit it. We've all done it. You're looking up at the sky, you see a bird just gliding on the wind, and you think, man, I wish I could just do that. Just spread some wings and leave all the emails and traffic and everything else behind. It's the ultimate dream of freedom. Yeah, about that, you really might want to pump the brakes on that dream. Because it turns out the life of a black eagle is less about majestic, carefree soaring and a whole lot more about a brutal, nonstop fight for survival that kicks off the literal second you hatch. Okay, let's get into it. So, your life as an eagle, it doesn't start with some gentle, heartwarming welcome to the world. Oh no, it starts with a fight. To the death. So you crack out of your shell, just this little ball of fluff, and pretty soon your sibling shows up. But this isn't a cute family moment. See, you both have the exact same goal. Get every single piece of food that comes into this nest. And since you hatched first, you're naturally bigger and stronger, which means for your little sibling, the odds are, well, they're not great. It's basically a feathered fight club in a nest, and rule number 1 is there are no rules. And here's the wildest part. Your parents, they're just watching. They're perched nearby, watching this life or death battle go down like it's the season finale of some hot new reality show. They don't step in, they don't break it up, they just drop off the food and let nature, in its most cutthroat form, do its thing. What a family. Okay, so let's say you survived the family nest. Congratulations. Your next big challenge is basically just defying death by learning how not to plummet out of the sky. Learning to fly is not graceful. It's not this beautiful, soaring spectacle. It's a bunch of clumsy, probably terrifying failures. Your parents are just circling overhead, maybe taking bets on whether you're going to catch an updraft or just splat. You literally just have to leap off a cliff and hope for the best. Your first few flights are definitely more crashing into stuff and less gliding majestically. But hey, once you're finally in the air without hitting things, you get to use your superpower, that legendary eagle vision. And it really is incredible. You can literally spot a rabbit from a kilometer away. It's like having a pair of high-tech binoculars built right into your skull. With a power like that, you've got to be an unstoppable hunting machine, right? Well, not right away. See, your first few hunting attempts are just as clumsy as your first flights. You lock onto your target, you dive like a guided missile, the wind is screaming past, and then you completely misjudge the landing and nearly smash yourself into a rock. The point is, you might have the best hardware in the entire animal kingdom, but it takes a whole lot of practice to learn how not to crash it. So, after you've finally figured out how to fly without crashing and hunt without starving, your parents decide it's time for you to go. Welcome to what we're going to call the eagle gap year. And trust me, it's not fun. Right around 15 months old, boom, you're kicked out. And it is rough out there. You spend the better part of a year as this homeless wanderer, just flying around trying to find your own piece of sky, only to get chased off by older, grumpier eagles who really do not want some young kid on their lawn. Honestly, it's like trying to find an affordable apartment in a big city. All the prime real estate, the spots with good hunting and nice views, already taken. And the landlords are extremely aggressive. You've got to fight for every single scrap of territory. Okay, you survived your awkward teen years. Now what? Well, it's time to settle down. But, surprise, surprise, equal dating is just as awkward and brutal as everything else has been so far. Forget witty banter. In the eagle world, courtship is all about the gifts. But you gotta get it right. A freshly caught hyrax? That's a classic romantic move. Apparently that works. But dive-bombing your crush with a dead rabbit? Yeah, that's a huge turnoff. And once you do find a mate, you build a home by kicking another couple out of their nest and then adding a few of your own twigs to it. Charming. 45. That's how many days you and your partner take turns sitting on your eggs. It's been described as the longest, most boring work shift in the world, broken up only by moments of pure panic when one of the eggs rolls a tiny bit. And then, after all that, the chicks hatch, and that's when the real work starts. Your life is officially over. The cycle of misery, life, just keeps on going. So what does this new parent life look like? Well, you can see for yourself. That 1% of leisurely soaring you might have been looking forward to, Yeah, that's gone. It's now replaced by nonstop, frantic food runs for your constantly screaming kids. Your life is basically 90% food delivery service and 9% acting as a bouncer for your territory. There's zero time left for you. And as you get older, things change again. You can't rely on just pure strength anymore. There are always younger, stronger eagles testing your borders, eyeing up your prime real estate. So you have to evolve. You have to get smarter. This really lays out the whole shift. A young eagle will chase down every single intruder, just burning energy left and right. But an old, wise eagle, they've perfected the art of intimidation. Why get into a messy fight when a perfectly timed, threatening glare will get the job done? It's all about working smarter, not harder, mostly because you just don't have the energy anymore. So, after all this, when you look at an eagle, what do you see now? Is it still that symbol of freedom, or is it an exhausted, overworked parent that literally had to fight its own sibling to survive and now has to spend its golden years giving dirty looks to teenagers? Their whole life is just one relentless fight after another. So I guess the real question is, which part of it do you think sucks the most?